Yo, what is going on everyone? In today's video I'll be showing you how to install a GPU driver in the best way possible and the most proper way, ensuring you get the best FPS and lower input delay. And this is crucial to do to make sure that your GPU is running perfectly without any sort of bloatware from the driver. Before we get into the video, I just want to quickly tell you about my premium PC tweaking service. If you want your PC running at its best in terms of frames, input delay or ping, make sure to check out my Discord, which is linked on the screen and linked in the bio, with over 1000 reviews combined. Okay, so now that we actually get started, the first thing you wanna do is install something called cleanest. You don't wanna be installing the drivers through the actual NVIDIA site, because they're filled with a lot of bloatware and stuff you don't really need if you're playing. So first thing you're gonna do is just head into this website, look it up, or click on the link in the description, download it, and then open NV Clean Install. Then the first thing you're gonna do is just click on manually select the driver, select whatever the newest driver may be. It doesn't matter, this is just the current newest one. If there's a newer one, just select the newer one, and then select desktop if you're on desktop, notepad if you're on notepad, etc. I'm on a desktop now, so I'm gonna click on desktop, next. Then we wanna tick whatever we need here. So this is just a bunch of stuff that comes with the regular drivers that you really don't need. The only thing I would consider is GeForce Experience by Shadowplay, but I don't even use those, so I'm not gonna take them. Then what you're gonna do is just press on next, and then you're gonna wait for this to finish. Now that we're here, when it's finished, the first thing you wanna do is disable installer telemetry and advertising. It's pretty self-explanatory. Then take unattended express installation, which basically means it's gonna remove your old driver and replace it with a new one. Then perform a clean installation you want to take as well. It's pretty self-explanatory as well. Then take disable multiplane overlay and MPO. Then take disable Ansel. Ansel is for game overlays and some sort of screenshotting. So if you use like shortcuts to screenshot on Windows, don't disable it. But it's pretty bad for FPS if you have a pretty mediocre GPU, so I wouldn't recommend having it not ticked. Then tick show expert tweaks, and here you just wanna disable telemetry, disable the NVIDIA HD audio device sleep timer, disable HDCP. Here you wanna tick the use method compatible with easy anti-cheat. Tick this automatically accept the driver and sign warning, then press next, and then press install. And now you're gonna have a green icon like this, and it's just gonna install. Okay, so now that the driver is finished, there's a couple more things to do to ensure everything's running good. And in some instances, the driver might not install properly, and it causes your PC to restart, and maybe your second monitor isn't showing, and your main monitor is on 60 Hz or feels very laggy. The only thing you wanna do then is just rerun the same steps and install the driver again, and it will work fine. Or alternatively, you could use DDU before and then install the driver. But once the driver is finished, there's a good chance you're on 60 Hz or your monitor feels very laggy when you're moving your mouse around. So what you wanna do to fix that is just right click on your background, open the NVIDIA control panel. Then in here you're just gonna set your refresh rate to like 240 or whatever it is. My monitor is 240, so what I would do is just open my control panel again, and then click on customize, create new resolution, and then set up my resolution to whatever I want it to be. I just want it to be native, and then make my refresh rate 240, and then test, and then just apply it. Then you're gonna click on adjust image settings with preview, and then you want to make sure use advanced 3D image settings is ticked. And you could go through these settings. These are not set to anything at the moment, those will be shown in another video. And then click on adjust desktop size and position, and then make sure it's on no scaling. And then that is it, and that's how you install a driver in the cleanest way possible. If you're wondering about updating drivers, don't waste your time on updating drivers unless there's a specific game that requires a specific driver, or there's a driver patch that you want or need for something. And don't start looking at older drivers, there's no point in that. The fact is that there's some older drivers that may work better for you, some may work worse, but the reality is that the newest ones are the best. Don't waste your time on it for an extra 3 FPS.